live, uncut, unedited, tell the truth, and
And what?
shame the devil. I
I
love
love
being
being black.
black.
Come on in, people.
You already you already know what it is. Live, uncut, unedited, tell the truth, and shame the devil. I
I
love
love
being
being
black.
black. All right, people, come on in. We got some news. Uh, more news today, and we had a great show last night. It lasted 3 hours. This is a recap of what we did last night. It was grown ups last night, so we went late last night, and I didn't. I promise you guys, I didn't have a plan to stay on that late. It was 3 hours. I had to get up and go to work, but man, I tell you, it went down. It went down. I mean, tempers was flares, and oh my God, it went down. But we're still here, people. We're still here, and I need you guys to come on in tonight, and we're gonna talk a little bit about what's happening here in the United States, and I'm going to dial my phone number in so I can get that going. All right, get the number in, and we're taking phone calls. Sorry, I'm so late tonight, but I'm moving around, people. I'm moving around. I'm doing things. I'm going places, and it's just one of me. I wish I had two of me. And wow, Alona Calloway, boy, you got out last night. I'll listen to you. I'll watch you. Nathan, we back. Nathan, we all good. I got your text today. Text message, we cool. You know, no disrespect. Joshua Lawson, what's up, bro? Man, we got Al. And it was a very passionate show last night. And we were talking about Shannon Sharpe lawsuit that he have going on. And man, I tell you, it was unbelievable, man. It was unbelievable. And it was a lot of things that was said that we totally disagree with, but I appreciate you guys for tuning in. And again, as the host of this show, I don't know everything, I can admit. And I appreciate those of you that's tuning in. And you could be laying down, sleep, or doing other things, reading a book or attending to your loved one and all above. And I appreciate it. Trust me, I appreciate it, people, for you coming for your support. We're not on here begging for money. We just ask you to share the video, like the video, subscribe to the channel. And that's what we're doing. We're not trying to extort nobody or anything like that. We just want to have a great show, And that's what it's all about. And I want us to do that. Yeah, great show. So last night, it was 3 hours long. Man, I tell you, it was a beast last night. For those of you that missed that show last night, it was definitely live, uncut, and unedited. Man, it was some things to say. Yeah. Okay. Thank you, brother Nate. Thank you. Yeah. Hey, partner, Vera doing her thing. Y'all go check her video out. I might play it through, play it on here too. Yeah. Check her video out. My partner, Vera Giles Norris, Joyce Lucas. That's right. All right. Thank you, Nate. Make sure you guys like the video. I don't care if you're on YouTube, Twitter, X, wherever you may be watching this, whatever social media platform, please hit the like button. Thumb up. Hit the like button. Do that for Brother Johnson. Now, if you want to leave me a blessing, that's okay. You know, my cash app is Crime Chaser Martin. Where's Crime Chaser? One word. $ Crime Chaser. One word. Yeah. I'll put that up where you want to support the channel. That'd be, and you know what? You're not paying my rent. Got my PayPal up there. It just helped me cover some of the expenses that I go through every month. You know, you got the app, you got the phone app, you got the phone bill, You got the this app that I'm on. It's just like several things. You got the internet bill. It all pans out, people. So any donation is very appreciative. That's it. I take prayers too. Don't pray on me, pray for me. Yeah, that's it. So we y'all waiting. Y'all ain't got nothing to do but be up here all night hanging with me, huh? I'm gonna give y'all a show tonight. I'm gonna give y'all. I'm gonna give y'all a show tonight, though. I'm gonna tell you. Last night, y'all need to go back and watch that. I'm telling you, it was going down. It was going down. Brother Nate, another brother, and another brother. And we was all going down, man. All going down. So I want to share something real quick before we get into that the Shannon Sharpe. I want to share something about something that happened at a high school here in the city of Chicago. And I want to talk about and get some of you guys' thoughts. I definitely want to get some of you guys' thoughts because some of our young people are off the chain. And it's on my board page. I put it up. You know, he put it up. And I mean, that ain't what I want. No, let me see. He put it up. Not that one. Not that one. Art, you going crazy with all these videos. Let's see. No, not that one. Not that one. Oh, here it is. This is the one I want. Let me get to the screen share. And I appreciate you guys for tuning in. Hey, Verlene. All right. My partner, Vera Giles Norris on here. Michelle Scott. All right, Miss Michelle, I see you. Divine Order. Yes, sir. Tell me hit that like button. William Wright. What's up, my brother? That's right. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Don't tell nobody else. Like I don't. Let me screen share something around here. Share screen. And that's Facebook. Okay. Now, we're going to talk about this first, people, because it's all on the teacher. It's all on the teacher. This is happening high school here in the city of Chicago, King High School. I don't care how bad I got, mad I get. I never swung on a school teacher.
Get your ass one, bro.
Let's play it again. Now, he hit a school teacher, people. And we're not going to justify that type of behavior. Not me, anyway. You hit a school teacher like that, bro. And you was bogus. You was bogus, bro. And I'm going to play it again. You was bogus, bro. There's nothing you can justify that. Nothing. Here you go, people. Here it is. It's crazy.
Get your ass one, bro.
And y'all know that's bogus. That's bogus. We can't tolerate that in the black community, people. I'm not standing for that. I'm not supporting nothing like that. Anybody that agrees with this, something is wrong with you. Felicia, what's up, Miss Felicia Hines? What's going on with you? I see you. Yeah, it's terrible. All right, people. And listen, our parents sent us to school to learn, not to fight with the teacher. It's a physical fight. This is terrible, people. I'm going to play it one more time. This is terrible.
Stick his ass, Zay, man. Get your ass one, bro.
I can't deal with this, people. It's too much. It's too much. I'm sorry. It is too much for me. It's just too much. This is ridiculous, people. This is ridiculous. I've seen this the other day, and these are the things that we see. Now, we can't blame this on no white folks now. I'm talking about black folk. This ain't talking about, we ain't talking about no white folk. This is us. This is us. And I don't know what to say, people. It's us. That video crazy. The young people have lost it. My goodness. Man, he hit that man with a fist. Oh, my God. I'm sorry, young people. I love you guys, but I cannot support you on this one. There's no reason that I can think in my mind justifying you punching on a teacher like that with your fists. I might give you a push, but with a balled up fist and you swung on and hit the teacher in the face. That's at King High School. I know him, the guy that hit him with the fist, and the other guy with the gray hoodie. They should be expelled. And I'm saying it. They should be kicked out of school. They need to be signed up for a GED class or alternative school. This is sickening, people. This video is sickening. It's a very, like my partner said, she said, it's a very sad situation. There's a spirit poured upon these young generation. It's demonic. Verling said, Noble, she says that, sorry, I didn't put it up there. Let me put it up there. She says, it is very sad situation. There's a spirit poured out upon these young generators, demonic. Okay, that's Vera. I thought Vera said that. Was it? Okay. What did Vera say? Okay, it wasn't Vera. Okay, that was. Okay. Also, Divine Order, you are correct. Students, youth are instigating and have no home training, no respect for your fellow man or life. This is crazy. Mr. Lewis Ramsey, my buddy, what's going on, Mr. Martin? What school was that grade level? That's a high school student. That is Martin Luther King. I believe that's in the maybe 45th in King Drive, right around in that area. Martin Luther King School in Chicago. Sheila Ross said, this young generation is all screwed up. All right. That's crazy. That's crazy. That is crazy. I just wanted to bring that up. Actually, I got another video I want to bring up, but maybe I'll bring that up at the end. I want to talk to the ladies real quick. And I want to ask the ladies on here a question. Now, this late at night, we passed the midnight hour. Now, our school-age students, children, they should be asleep. Now, we talked about Shannon Sharpe yesterday. You heard about him, Shay. And we heard about the allegations of SA. For those who don't know what I'm talking about, sexual assault. And he has been accused of 2 counts of that, I believe, allegedly. And the young lady whom he was sleeping with or dating, she filed a lawsuit. She wanted $50 million. I'm hearing, allegedly, that he offered her $10 million. So all of a sudden, these conversations, text messages, these telephone conversations are leaking all over the internet. And I'm quite sure some of us heard some of them. I don't have one. I might pull up one or two. I don't know. And the question we had a great debate last night. Some men stood with me. Some men stood against me. At what age a 50-year-old man be talking to a 19-year-old woman? Is that a crime? Is that perversion? Is that right? All right. Is that right? So my number, I'm going to type in a number and I want to hear from the ladies and the men. And people say, well, I got a daughter 18, 19, 21 years old, and I can't see myself as an adult talking to someone my daughter's age. That's creepy. Maybe creepy to you and may not be creepy to others. Then we were talking about white women having successful millionaire black men. We talked about that. And we talked about men and women appetite, what they like in the bed. Some folks don't believe in oral sex. Some do. Some folks don't believe in anal sex. Some do. Some do. And we're going to be a little explicit tonight, but I want to have this conversation in this safe space. Now, you don't need to tell me what you like in bed. That's none of my business. That's between you and God and the person that you're performing it with. All right. So I'm not here to find out what you like in the bedroom. All right. Just want to let you know that. So I don't want you guys thinking I'm some type of freak or something or a nosy person. I'm very nosy. All right. I am nosy. But let me put the number up here and take some calls. Put the numbers up here and we're going to talk. Because a dear friend of mine, and I love her dear, she support me. And most of the time we on the same arena. She said out of her own mouth, any 50-year-old talk to a 19-year-old is a creep, a pervert in those words. Now, what y'all think about that? What y'all thoughts about that? And I understand what she said. I understand that. But if I see a 50-year-old man talking to a 19-year-old, is one thing and one thing only is sex. That's it. He paying. He's a sugar daddy. That's what he is. Mr. Roosevelt, how you doing? Good to see you. Glad to see you. He's a sugar daddy. Nothing else. Do men buy sex? Some do, some don't. Some do and some don't. Now, for those of you men and women that frequently visit, I don't know how to say this, but I'm going to say it. Dancers, strip clubs. Most of these young ladies are 18 and up. You don't see too many 30-year-old, 40-year-old dancers. You don't. You don't. We got our first caller tonight, and we're going to kick it off with the first caller. Hey, caller, someone whom I'm familiar with, area code 281. Go ahead.
Martin G. Johnson, what's going on with you?
Yeah, what's your comments and thoughts? Live, uncut, unedited. Hey, you supposed to say,
hey, you got some.
hold on. You supposed to say, I'm saying in my Martin Johnson voice, live, uncut, unedited. Go ahead, brother. Go ahead, brother.
And my Martin Johnson was live, uncut, unedited.
All right.
Great show you had last night, Martin. You said too many things right now to try to cover. You talked about way too many things to try to cover. But great show you had last night. I think that the camaraderie that you're getting over at your show is pretty good. But there is a fine line of where you can walk and where you can't walk, or should I say, what you should say to someone, what you shouldn't say to someone. In the heat of the battle, I make mistakes. I've said things online that I shouldn't have said, and I understand. And you did give that gentleman an opportunity to apologize to Nathan, and I heard that apology, but Nathan at that time had hung up.
Okay. My phone hung up. Hold on, brother. He's still talking. My phone hung up. Hold on. Hold on, brother. Hold on. Wait a minute. My phone hung up. I thought he probably still talking.
Hey, caller, this is Martin G.
Hold on, brother.
The Crime Chaser. Live,
Hold on.
uncut, unedited broadcast. Just before you speak, please turn down all your audio. Please turn them off or down, and do not have us on speakerphone so we won't have an echo, and we'll be with you shortly. Thank you so much.
At the tone, please record your name for announcement.
Crime Chaser. Okay, brother, I'm sorry, my phone hung up, so you may have to start all over. I'm sorry, you had to start all over, brother. My phone hung up and we couldn't hear you.
Oh, wow.
The phone hung up. It did, yeah. Okay, now, okay, hold on before you go. What happened was last night, Brother Nathan and a lot of men in the panel, including myself, we was going back and forth. What's not right? What's more than not right? So a gentleman, he called in and he said he called Nathan some names, you either this, you either that, and all that. And it was a shock to me because I've never had that happen. A person just come right in, they go right in. And it was kind of shock to me. And I was kind of stuck. I was like, why would he even say this? So that's basically what we talking about. He called Nathan a lot of names last night, inappropriate names, but he did eventually wind up apologize. But go ahead. I just want to fill the people in what went on last night. Yeah.
I don't know Nathan, excuse me, or the gentleman that was speaking to Nathan. I don't know either one of them. But just listen to the conversation in the beginning. He was trying to make his point, and some things, offended Nathan in the mix of, before the name call, in the mix of all that, and he took it very personal.
Okay.
And I don't blame him because there's certain things that
right
you shouldn't say.
Let me
there's certain
let me change the subject because I don't really want to go there right now. This is where I want to go. This is a question I'm gonna pose to you. Is it okay for a 50-year-old man to date a 19-year-old or 18-year-old? In your own words, I want male and females to call in and tell me, what's your thoughts about that? That's what I want to talk about. And we talking about Shannon Sharpe. He met this young lady in his 50s. She was 19. Is it okay? Is it okay? Is it perversion? Is it wrong? What is it? That's what I'm talking about. Go ahead, 281. If you can answer that for me, that'd be greatly appreciated.
Well, I mean, there's too many ways to look at that.
Okay, well, explain. Explain yourself.
I am. Yeah, some people say I have morals, and my morals are saying I wouldn't look at anyone that's 20 years younger than me. And then I have someone that say, well, hey, she's a legal age. He or is legal age. Why shouldn't it be an issue? Well, where it becomes a problem for me is Shannon Sharpe is a public figure. He has his own business. He's highly respected in the community and amongst his peers. He's a Hall of Fame inductee and Hall of Famer. He's not only that, he won the championship. I'm not sure if he won a Heisman or if he won Most Valuable Player. I can't say that, but he was a heck of a football player, and he has his own liquor. So there, with that comes a certain kind of caliber that you're supposed to bring when you're out in the limelight like that. You know, we have a lot of stuff that's going on, P. Diddy, and all these other things that's going on out in the world, and people looking at us, you know, what kind of men are we? Are we strong black men? Are we weak? Are we human? You know, it's a whole bunch of variables going on, Martin. Like I said at the beginning before the show, when you all couldn't hear me, it's a whole bunch of variables going on that needs to be addressed. And unfortunately, we fall short because we give in to a lot of things that's accessible to us. Now, I can understand Shannon, being almost 60 years old, some 19-year-old woman that he's been friends with since she was 19. Now she became 21 and they had a relationship maybe before that. I don't know, don't care. Saying that to say this, I never would have touched that. If I was Shannon Sharpe and had all those things that he had, I never would have touched that. Based on, even if single, married, whatever the case may be, I never would have touched that. Because I'm thinking about my future, how people are going to look at me, how I'm supposed to address myself amongst people. There's a certain kind of caliber that you have to walk around and hold up as a human being who has all these attributes that we're looking at. It's a terrible hit for him.
Okay.
He's going to lose a lot. He's going to lose millions on this. And if he paid any money, even if he offered any money to pay, that's an act of guilt.
Okay. Hold it right there.
Whatever the heinous crime is.
Yeah. Hold it right there. Let me see what the airplane man, Sergeant, what he got to say. Another caller. Okay. Now, Bill, hold it. Now, the question is, now what if he didn't have all these accolades and stuff like that? Would it still be okay for him to talk to a 19-year-old?
No.
Not being a public figure and all that. Okay. Now, okay. All right. Well, we're gonna go to the next call. I'll get back with you.
It's not right at all. It's not right at all, Mark. That's
okay. Is it it's not morally right, or is it breaking the law, or what is it?
It's not. Of course, it's not breaking the law. She's over 18. Of course not.
Okay.
But if you have any manly morals I understand you're gonna have some people to be like, man, she's 21 years old and you 60 years old or you 100 years old, and so, you know, it's a hot twat. You hear that you keep on going, don't stay at the candy store. I get all that. But it goes back to what I was talking about, the moral thing. You know what I'm saying? I want to walk this earth and people respect who I am. I don't want to walk this earth and somebody say he did that. That's it, Martin.
Well, okay. It really wasn't a big fuss. I think Shaquille O'Neal got a young woman in her 20s. And let me just say this, people. What the big fuss is, maybe because she's white and she allegedly accused him of SA, sexual assault. So let's go to the next caller. Okay. Come on, Sarge, 912. Come on, Sarge. Don't take me around the block, man. Get straight into it. Go ahead.
It ain't no doggone way you can make right of that. That's too damn young. Okay? That's too young.
Okay.
Bottom line up front. What am I gonna do with that? Just me. What we gonna do? Laugh and remember when Good Times was on TV? No, she ain't old enough. What about when the Nellyville CD came out with E.I.? She wasn't even born. Nelly was a doggone superstar rapper. The girl wasn't even born yet. What are you doing? That means somebody was born during the time of the Iraq and Afghanistan war. What are you doing grinding on something like that at your age? It don't make no sense. And let it be, if it's a man, let it be his daughter. Oh, he's going to have a whole big problem with a man his own age.
I got a question.
Bumping and grinding with his daughter.
I got a question too. With that being said, you said it's not right. Is it okay for an older man to pay a younger woman for sex? Or is it okay for an older man to marry a younger woman? Now, we know when we see a younger woman with an older man, more likely he's a sugar daddy. And he's only one thing and one thing only is sex. We know that. And we know when we go into a strip joint, and I said that earlier, we're not looking at no 30 and 40-year-old strippers. Most of them are in their 20s, and some of them in their teens, 18, 19. But we go on, we make it rain. We don't ask no questions. We don't ask, how old are you, young lady? See, men are physical. Well, what do you mean, Martin? We are attracted to buttocks, breasts, thighs, hair, teeth, complexion, even your sexiness. But we're not attracted to eyelids, eyebrows, fingernails. That don't turn us on. Yeah, I'm throwing a kick, but it just don't turn us on, people. But I just told you what turns us on. Even toes. You got some men have a toe fetish. You have some men like big booties. You got some men like big breasts or small breasts. Some of them like round hips. Some of them like long hair, short hair, pretty eyes, complexion. These things that turn men on, physical things, turn things on. So is it a double standard? A young man, an older man shouldn't be talking to a younger woman, but how about could an older woman talk to a younger man? Now, I'm just asking the question. Now, so if I'm 20 years older than my wife, she's my wife now, we've been with her, or if I'm 25 years old, I'm a pervert? What is that? Or 15 or even 10? Am I a pervert? Because you do have some couples. I got a buddy right now. He's 81. His wife is 65. 65 right now. Okay. They both, husband and wife, both of them are my friends. I consider both of them. Is there something wrong with that? I'm just.
No, ain't nothing wrong with that. Folks, when you get to my age range like that, 60 and above, that's a companionship situation at best.
But he 81. He 81.
And if I had a woman that was 81, Martin, look, I was watching old school Wonder Woman TV shows, and I looked up Linda Carter. She's 73 years old. She's still fine. I take her. Damn right, I'll take her. I'm 60,
okay, well,
I'm 62. She's 73 years old. You're damn right, I'll take her. Because she's fine, and like you said, with physical, she's still fine. That's
right.
That's the finest white woman in the world.
Who determines? Now, hold on, brother. Who determines for men what age they should talk to a woman? Who get to set the standard?
It's by discretion, bro.
Thank you.
It's by discretion.
Thank you. Because some of us.
Yeah, but what kind of morals?
Hold on. Now listen. So you telling me a man that married a woman, he's 20 years older or 25 or 10, what is something wrong with that? No, I don't think so. No. When I got married, I was 7 years older than my wife? I think 7 or 8 years older than her. And maybe somebody look at it like, that's a young woman. You shouldn't be, I was in my 20s. I think I was 27. She was 19, I think. Yeah. Yeah.
But see, that's expected, Martin,
But
because
I'm just saying because see,
when you down in that low number age range,
mhm,
you do know for a fact women mature faster than men. Girls generally learn how to walk before boys do. There's a whole lot of stuff that boys need to get out their system before they're on that same balance, with a female, right?
mhm.
Now, everything balances out in the 30s, right? But when you under 30, it ain't balanced out. Because, see, at that age, we busy thinking with our other head, and the females ain't really thinking at all except, oh, he's cute and anything for you. You know what I'm saying? But you got to stop me when I lie. But people got to grow up because the human brain doesn't fully develop until people are 28 years old, right?
That's what they say.
Exactly. Because I know stuff I was doing back then. I can't remember everything, but I know it was dumb as hell.
Yeah. But see, listen, you can't tell me an old man looking at a young woman that's not a fetish to him with no stretch marks, apple bottom, nice shape, skin smooth, long hair, and he looking. You think he's not going to look? That's a fetish. Now,
Martin, my grandmother used to say this, especially when I was in church with her. She would say, it's okay to look, but how long you look makes the difference. Because when you take the long time to look, all kinds of things come to mind. I'm just saying, Martin, I'm not saying I'm right or anything like that. It's a mental thing, though, bro.
Now, let me just say this. Okay.
Cars, don't they? You ever seen a dog driving one?
No. Let me say this.
Okay,
when you see, we don't know 18-year-old or 19-year-old want a 50-something-year-old man. If they do, it's some money involved. We know that. But no one wants to say that, admit that. You just want to call a man the pervert. But what about the woman that's 18 and 19 dating a man in his 50s? What you think? She in love with him because, oh, he's so cute and handsome. His skin is smooth and all. It's money, money, money.
Martin, it's not. I want you to think about what you just said and really think about what you just said. Are you saying the law of probability? I'm just asking. Hold on, sorry. I'm just asking. Are you saying the law of probability? Are you saying that there's no chance in hell someone 19 years old can't be in love with someone 50 years old?
I didn't say. I didn't say that. I didn't say that. I said
my bad,
when you see a young person, 18, 19-year-old dating a 50-year-old, is usually money, money, money. I didn't say they couldn't be in love with them, but it's usually money. But when women see a 50-year-old with an 18-year-old, they're going to call him a pervert. They're going to call him sick. They're going to call him all these names. But the woman, she's getting her money. She getting her money. Now,
well, whatever you said about her saying what she's saying, you could blame that on society.
Right.
Because the African-American woman is the most exploited woman in the world. So you can blame that on society.
Well,
I get that.
Well,
it goes both. It goes.
We got a new
ways,
caller.
Fellas.
Go ahead, Sarge. We got a new caller.
Give me 10 seconds. It goes both ways. Like especially down here in the Atlanta area. Anybody down here tell you when you see a young boy with one of them old bats, he's driving a Hellcat. She paying for it.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
That's how they drive all them fast Dodge 342 Scat Pack cars and all that. Them old women paying for the car for the young boy.
It's a 390. It's a 390.
Oh.
Well, whatever it is, them old bats are paying for it.
Okay.
They
We
paying
got-
for it.
We got, okay. All right. Let's go to Nathan. Nathan been holding on for about 5 minutes. Thank you for holding on, Nathan. Come on, Nate. Go ahead, Nate.
Hey, Martin, how you doing?
All right, now hold on. Let's get it clear. Nathan got a soft voice. This is a man. This is not a woman. This is all man.
Right.
He's not gay.
Hey, Martin,
So don't. No, I gotta say that. I know I gotta say it because I don't need no mistakes, and I don't need to because
no,
we
it's
went
all
through
right.
that last.
I'm not worried about that. I'm
Okay.
not worried about that.
Okay. Go ahead, Nate.
Just want to correct one thing that I said last night about the Elvis Presley. Yeah, that was he
Jared, you
married his
look.
wife. You know what I'm saying? I think she was 11 years younger than him when he was 26 and she was 14, something like that. But that was Jerry Lewis who married his.
Right, Jared Lee. Yeah.
So I want to correct that.
Okay.
My second point is when I made the statement that last night that I have a problem with younger women, dating older men because a lot of the young women they don't like dating women and men their age because of maturity factor. So when they turn 19, they want somebody that's 29 and 30. I do understand that because a lot of 19-year-olds they're not mature. They don't want to pay bills. They want, you know what I'm saying? They want to mamas, they're mama's boys. They want their girl to be their mother, like the movie Baby Boy. You want your mother to be your woman, but this is my woman. So they want these men that you got some women that's down for that, but it's a lot of the women young women they accept they want an older man because the older man is more mature than they are, but a man is in his 50s. He shouldn't be wanting to have someone that's under 20 years old or 20 years old because it ain't gonna be right. Now, as a caregiver, you know what I'm saying, I can understand that part of it, but only on a professional level, but not on a sexual level, if that makes sense. Now, people may find it to be weird because when they doing that, society may not have a problem with that because it's like 50-50. Now, you reverse that. Let's say if you have a woman that maybe she might be an older woman in her 40s, and she might go for somebody that's 25. Now we moving the goalposts, and people don't have a problem with that. So it's amazing how when it's a woman, older woman that like a younger man, they don't have a problem with that. But if it's an older man that like a young woman, he's a pervert, he's a pedo, a P word and all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? So,
but Nathan.
No. Let Nathan talk. Let him talk. Go ahead.
No, I'm just saying. It's when I thought about it, it's a 50-50 on the situation. Some people have a problem with it. Some people may not have a problem with it. But what Shannon did, what he's done as a older man, when you know better, you do better. But like I said last night, he thought with his head between his legs instead of the head above his shoulders, and the head between his legs got him in trouble because he didn't use the head above his shoulders. So that's all I got to say about that.
Okay, we got another caller. Let me say this, Nathan. And like last night we was online. You got a daughter that's 21, 23, something like that. You, in your own eyes, you could not see yourself dating a woman your daughter's age, and that's you, and that very well may be true. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with it. Nothing wrong with that.
Are you crazy? That's the first thing she's gonna say. Are you out of your mind?
Right. So there's nothing wrong with that. But another man that have a daughter 21, he might date a woman that's 21. And most men that's dating a young lady is 21, it's sex only because there's no conversation. Come on, what a 50-year-old man gonna be doing with a 20-year-old? Come on, now, it's sex, people. He fantasizing, that's all what it is. It's nothing. I mean, I can't see nothing else. They can't talk about nothing. Sarge said it. Really?
But it could be a situation where it could. I mean, I can see, if the woman is 20 years old, maybe she might have a crush on the older guy, and she may even love the guy. But the man's point of view, he's got to be looking at that like, no, baby girl, you could be my daughter. I can't go that route. That's my point that I'm trying to make.
Okay. All right. Now, okay. Yeah, you're right, Bernie Mac, a sugar daddy. Okay, go ahead, Bill. You next. Go ahead, Bill.
Well, I'm going to start off by saying I myself wouldn't find someone 30-some years younger than me, and I'm older than Shannon Sharpe, attractive. I ain't going to say attractive. I wouldn't make the move. I see younger women that are greatly attractive, but is he wrong lawfully? No. Is he wrong morally? No. Ethically? No. It depends on the two individuals that's wrong. We always want to push our way and point of view. Now, if that was a child, and she is somebody's child, and the child, in my eyes, because I think she got a 19-year-old, no matter, in most cases, have a lot of growing to do. But you can't put people in your own box. Him getting fired behind it and all that's bogus. He's still the same individual. He didn't break no laws. As far as the sexual assault, we know this is a money grab. And who set the standards? The criteria, Martin? A woman sets the criteria. And I'm going to back it up by saying women set that criteria and call him a pervert or men like that disgusting, even when the man is only 15 years older than the female. And they do that because in their eyes, when they see a 20-year-old girl, 25-year-old female, and the man 45 or whatever, that's competition. They done knock them out the box. And they don't like it. So that's what most women do. They set the criteria. Now, I'm going to give you, well, first, at age 17, 18, 19, I've had some flings with some older women that never really even got out, except for one. Women older than my mother. And some people saw it and didn't think nothing of it, or didn't say anything about it. But on the other hand, we talking about morals, ethics, and what's right. What if a man is 45 years old, 50 years old, and got the mentality of a 20-year-old, 15-year-old? He ain't supposed to have nobody. He can't relate to an older woman. Just a question. He can't relate to and have decent conversation to hold a woman that's 45 or 50 years old. But if he chose a 20-year-old, money or not, and that's who he can relate to, and is consensual, is that wrong? I'm asking the panel.
That's a him issue. He never did grow up. He a Toys R Us kid.
So regardless, that's his mentality. Or whatever, his mentality could have been stuck at that point from an accident, whatever the case may be. He don't deserve love, but it's all in the individual. It all has to do with the individual. If everybody, both parties are consenting, that's what it is. That's what it is.
But he had to be a fool though, Bill. He had to be a fool to think that some 19-year-old, 21-year-old woman who he was having anal sex with, and all God knows what other kind of sex was going to keep that under wraps. And then threaten her? I'm going to choke the out of you? I mean, come on, Bill. I hear what you're saying, and I don't disagree, bro. I'm with you. I'm there with you, bro. I'm there with you, bro. I don't disagree.
I agree.
But I'm just saying, the whole image.
Yeah, when you get up in some age, whether you got some money, you do have image, and he got not only an image, a brand to protect, and you have to be a little bit more careful the more money you have. But the thing of it is, she's wrong and he's wrong. For him to fall, people should be able, when you do something, stand on it. When you got a public voice or a platform, stand on it. Don't back down and cow it out. This is my business, and stand on it. And the more men do that, the more manlier they'll be looked at. This is what I like. This is what I want. Whether it costs you endorsement or whatever, long as you legal. Now, if the that's a whole different point. If the person ain't legal, would I want my daughter or niece or any female in my family messing with somebody that much older than them? No, probably not. But we also have to take accountability of how we raise our kids in the things we instill in our kids, and still that could go totally opposite in the way that you raise your kid. And for instance, if a daughter, I always felt like daughters should be spoiled. Not to be a brat, but spoiled. So they'll know what to expect from a man that's trying to court them. Because just being able to buy a girl a pair of Jordans, a new outfit, she already been getting that since she was a kid. So that won't flabbergast. But in this case, somebody give you $10,000-$15,000 after they done nailed you, and then give you nice little gifts. That would be something that would be hard for a grown young lady to turn down. That's all I got to say for right now.
Anybody want to comment?
I mean, that's true, because it start with their mamas. Their mamas are the ones that start them out talking about when you get you a man that could buy you some stuff, that could treat you good, that can and it's all involved with money. Their mamas are the ones that are turning them into hookers. You know, don't get with no broke man. He can't do nothing for you. Last time I checked, love don't have a price tag on it. That's just the last time I checked. But that's their mamas. Start them off on that road of chasing the bag.
Hey, Sarge, you got a really good point, but not all women think like that. You got really.
I didn't say all.
I know you did. 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 I just wanted to point that because that's something like that sort of kind of happened to me. You know, I actually wound up paying child support for a child that's not mine, and I proved to them that it was. Well, wait a minute. I went into the court, and the judge said, "Hey, you've been paying for him this long. Continue to pay for him." I signed.
Yeah, they don't care.
I signed the birth certificate. I signed the birth certificate because I was an idiot. She told me, if you sign the birth certificate, we'll get back together. And I was the biggest idiot. But I'll say this to say that I raised a fine young man who is doing really, really good. And I'm sure he probably looked at his mother a different kind of way. But he's going to always have that motherly love for that son motherly love. But at the end of the day, it's an embarrassing look. You know, knowing that kid's not my father, not my child. You know, I'm not the father. It's an embarrassing look.
Yeah, I mean,
so
yeah,
that's the only point I was trying to make. That's the only point I was trying to make.
Now, okay. Well, can I ask y'all a question? Let me pose a question. A man 20 years older than his wife, 25, 15, 10, is that perversion?
No, it's not perversion.
When you talk about those 25, when you
no, hold it. No, I'm saying I'm using a 10, a 15, a 20, 25-year gap, even 30-year gap of his wife or his woman.
If you're 19, she's 10. It's a no. It's a no.
We know that.
I'm sorry, Sarge.
So you tell me. So if a woman is 20 and a man is 40,
and a man is 60
or 40, is that wrong? Nothing wrong with that.
Different situation.
Oh, I'm just saying. Okay, I know, but see, it's still adults. Mm-hmm. So I know, but it's what I'm just saying. Right. See, women have this thing. You like young women because you want to control. That's the first thing they say. Now, I know I got some women on, y'all can call on here and debunk me, whatever, I don't care. The first thing, y'all get them young women so you can control them and all that. That's the first thing. You know, they say.
I don't know if you all remember this story. It was a lady named Anna Marie Smith. I think that was her name.
I got to call her. Now, listen, brother.
Yeah.
Hold it, y'all. Y'all, we listen, this is what we're going to do. We're going to get some more callers because I definitely need some more callers. Now, I don't want to make this a panel just about us, but I want some audience participation too as well. We got your boy B Red. I think he just tuned in. I'm going to hit him. And we got to be honest, people. I got another lady call. Okay. I'm yawning. Okay, brother. Go ahead, 214.
What's up, Martin?
What's going on, man? We back at it again, man.
I see. I promise I'm not going to take over the show like I did last night. I said everything I needed to say. But I'm going to say this for real, man. I'm hearing too many voices that ain't got no kind of game about their stuff at all, bro.
Uh-oh.
And they all sitting up here lying. But see, the fact of the matter is, now listen to come out. I didn't cut nobody off. I absolutely sat out here listening for the past hour so everybody could say what they had to say. I didn't say nothing. I'm going to be brief. I said everything I need to say last night. I'm going to stand on that. I'm a man about this. See, when you're in an environment where you have a lot of young women on you, like Shannon does, this is not something that's out of the norm. President Trump is 80 years old. His wife is in her 40s. They got an 18-year-old. So 18 years ago, she was 26 and he was in his 60s. See, we play this game with this morality and all this. Oh, what are they going to talk about? See, when you get a woman that's too old, she talks too damn much. She talks too much. She knows too much. If a 20-year-old likes you and you like her, handle your business. Now, where this chump went wrong, like I said last night, he stayed at the candy store too long. She's an OnlyFans model, which means she's a video prostitute. Let's get this straight. He knows what the game was, just like she does. And once again, I could dress every man on this, to the nines. Get out a limousine, we walk into the club, we make a big scene, and I promise you them 20-year-olds gonna start lining up. Now you can sit there and play an old game with your head and your nose all in the air like you don't like all this. And this young tenderoni rubbing his hard body up against you, and she ain't talking about what you ain't doing, what you don't have, how you ain't taking care of her feelings. See, when you're dealing with older women, you deal with all this shit that go on in their head because they're not naive anymore. Like the lady said, they want to hold you accountable for the stuff you do. But when you got money, I ain't trying to hear nothing you got to say. Go sit down somewhere. These girls here, they don't want to talk about that. Let's get to the room. Let's get naked. Let's handle this piece of business. And sometimes that's better for a whole lot of men. A man like Shannon Sharpe, he ain't really got time to put no whole lot of time into anyone because he's busy. This a man probably works 16, 18 hours a day. So when any of you men get into, excuse me,
Hold on.
Any of you men,
hold on, brother. Hold on, brother. Be ready. 206. Put your phone on mute. I'll call you when I'm coming to you. Just put your phone on mute or turn your volume down, or I'm gonna have to mute you. Just put your phone on mute. 206. Area code 206. All right, go ahead, my brother. 214. Go ahead.
I'm about to wrap this up.
Go ahead.
If we gonna have this conversation tonight and keep me up like y'all did last night, I want you to start telling the truth. Because if the right female approach you in the right situation,
shame the devil.
Y'all gonna be naked in a room. Quit playing with us. We all grown. We don't hear nothing about that morality shit when she coming out of her clothes. Quit playing with yourself. Quit lying to us.
Are you talking about me and Remix Roy? Because
we're the only two.
Hold on, B. I'm saying we're the only two on the show that you could say something like that too. But out of professionalism, we know the difference between being professional and being a hoe. You see what I'm saying? Now I'm gonna speak for myself, but I'm gonna let him speak. I'm gonna let him speak. Let him speak, though. B. Ask them. Ask them. He there.
I've heard for the past hour. Everybody say they peace. And I'm still standing on business. There's something between men and women that's not going to ever change. Period.
I don't disagree with that.
Now, if you would choose to walk, I'm not a professional when I'm at the bar drinking and I'm trying to talk to a female, she's trying to talk to me, I'm off the clock. Shannon Sharpe or whoever else. I'm not going to live like Michael Jackson locked up in a house with no pussy in the house. Hello? I'm going to get out.
But
I'm going to enjoy my money.
If I'm at the club and I'm getting paid $5,000 to play, okay, and somebody rub up against me, I'm going to say, have a good night, and I'm going to continue to play. I'm going to continue to play my music. I'm just saying, though, B, I'm not perfect. I'm just saying. I'm just saying, bro. I'm not going to say everybody like me. I'm just talking about me.
Well, you much stronger than I am, because she's talking about going to get this room. She's 20 and look the way I like it and look at her like a motherfucker. I don't care what you think.
I think you mentioned the whole thing about being the whole morality thing and being respectful to your mate. Let's say I'm single. Let's say I'm single. Can we do this later? I'm in the middle of this. Here's my number. I'm going to call you later. I'm in the middle of this. I'm just saying, B. I'm just saying, bro.
That's MOB. I get it. That's money over. But anyway, you did say call me when I get done.
I did.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
Okay, run that fast, baby. Let me tell you something. I'm almost done, Martin. I swear to God I am. I'm almost done.
Come on, land that plane.
We're gonna talk about that sunshine right quick. See, that sunshine from a man will make a woman hit the streets in lingerie in 20-degree weather selling that thing. You heard me? It's that sunshine that'll make a man call his wife and tell her, I'm not coming home no more. This ain't just on the movie. This shit happens every day in real life. older man leaves his wife for 25 years for the young side piece. Baby, this is real. This ain't a fantasy. This is going on every day. So we can sit up here and act like it ain't possible. Y'all can act like y'all are giving these young women the cold shoulder or these young men the cold shoulder. That's BS. Because if you catching the right situation and talking right and looking right, it's on. It's on. 19, 20, 25. That's all I got to say, bro.
All right, we got two more callers. Come on, 9433, and I'm coming to 206 next. 9433. Come on, caller.
Hey, Martin.
Go ahead.
He just I'm 48. I'm a woman, and I'm just tell the truth. He got caught with his pants down. She took a perfect opportunity, and she went for it. And I got an auntie that say, as a woman, we got 2.5 million between our legs. So, hey, she took her opportunity and she went for it. But I'm gonna say this: if he would have been smarter and would have got an older woman wouldn't see anything. So you gotta know how to play the game. The game is cold, but it's set. He just got caught with his pants down, and I don't feel sorry for him. Now, y'all heard it from a woman's point of view.
Okay, next caller, 206. Area code 206. Go ahead, call. Go ahead.
I'm talking. Got my line muted.
Okay.
You know, he didn't get an older woman. He didn't get it. We're talking about Brother Shannon Sharpe, and I like Shannon Sharpe.
Yes.
But he didn't get an older woman because he didn't want one. Matter of fact, most men, they don't want no older woman. They want a younger woman.
I be trying to tell people that some of these guys get on here and pretend like that's not true.
They're full of it, brother.
Yeah.
They're full of it, brother. The brother that was talking before, the sister said if he's the one that made it plain. I can't paraphrase what he was saying, but if she looking good and she liking you and you looking good to her and all that, what's gonna happen is what's gonna happen. And you gotta understand something. A lot of younger women like older dudes. And a lot of those older dudes are father figures for them, and that's what a lot of them are looking for. But Shannon Sharpe's situation doesn't really apply to me. I would assume a lot of y'all, at least not to a great degree, because Shannon Sharpe is a celebrity with money. And Shannon Sharpe messed up when he got him a hoe. Another brother said it made it real plain. She's an Instagram model. She's shaking booty and titties on Instagram and on the computer. That ain't nothing but home. If you paying her to do that, a hoe's gonna do what a hoe's gonna do, and Trick's gonna do what a Trick's gonna do. And instead of going out there and getting something steady, he went out and got a hoe and he got burnt. And that's really, he got what was coming to him. The other brother was talking about the female that married the 90-year-old oil tycoon. I met her in person. She went by the name Ann Nicole Smith, but her name was Vicki Lynn Hogan. And I don't know the point that he was trying to make when he said that, because other people started talking. But that's a good example of a woman that is obviously, the guy had money and she wanted some money out of him. And that's why, if he was a working class dude and he was cool and he wasn't that old, she might have got with the dude for a while. Final point, now I'll be quiet. And this is a problem that I had when this thing broke out. There's a female comedian. Y'all have probably mentioned her already, but Martin be going live and be faking me out. And I'll be trying to catch it when he starts so I get the whole conversation. But I think her name is Monique.
Yeah, she said.
And Monique got on his case.
Yeah.
She said that what he needed to do, and he needed to do. Let me tell you something. Ain't no woman alive is qualified to tell a man what he's to do with his sexuality. And if a man turn around and tell a woman, young or old, what she should do with her thing, it's going to be an uproar. She should just keep her mouth shut. Because number one, like I said, no men want an old menopause, gray ass, saggy, old broad. Your sexual games are over. The reason that younger women are attractive to men, young or old, is because you cannot separate sex from the production of children. Okay, those two things in the sick society we live in, we separate those two things. But the sexual attractiveness and sexual reproductive viability go hand in hand. Somebody mute their line. We got a noise in the background.
Mute your phone.
Those two things go hand in hand. Women younger women are attractive because they're more competent at producing viable offspring. Some old girl like Monique, she ain't having no babies no quicker than Whoopi Goldberg or damn Oprah Winfrey. Now, who wants to spend a weekend with Whoopi Goldberg in the hot tub or Oprah Winfrey in the bedroom? Don't nobody want to do that. Their days are over. That's nature. That's not us men. And a lot of these women, I'm going to say this, I'm going to shut up, I promise. I'm going to say this, I'm going to be quiet. But they're not woman enough. And this is what we were talking about last night before I kind of lost it on the dude. Women are held to a much lower standard of accountability and responsibility. So we let them get away with them telling us what we should do with the creator and this creator traits that this universe gave us.
You that, Bill?
Without calling them out and saying you're just upset because not only are they competing with you, but they always will compete with you successfully, and you always will lose.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
Well, Martin.
Amen.
Just to tell you personally myself, I don't want a woman that ain't ovulating powdered eggs that I can't dehydrate. I don't want no more babies. And if you look at my video series that I've been posting for years I've been saying, look, and I just said it on your show. What did I say? Look, my knees are bad, your knees are bad. Let's lay down sideways. We got 7 minutes. Okay? I'm a 50. I'm a 50. No, I'm serious. Martin witnesses. I said I'm a 50 pump chump. Within 50 pumps in 7 minutes, something gonna happen.
She better bust a move. She better get hers.
I don't like get in the shower, that water run on my front side, and I start feeling like, you get the carpet burns on your knees, on my wings. Hell no. But I don't really want to know. Guess what? Chicken butt. I don't want to hear nothing about no damn babies. I'm a great grandfather. What I look like? Al Pacino?
But you know you can make babies.
80 got a brand new baby.
Sarge, but you know you still can make babies though.
I know I can still make them, but
Sarge.
that's why I gonna get with a woman. She's ovulating powdered eggs and powdered milk. That ski can't rehydrate that. See, I give them one of them young things. Man, I became a daddy, a 62-year-old brand new daddy. Hell no, my knees are bad.
Brother Sarge, let me say something. Let me reflect on something 206 said. How are we going to let women determine what we like, what age that we should talk to? And I agree with him. He may have been said like that, and I said it all the time. You can't determine for a man what's good for us. Can't do it. Cannot do it. As again,
Martin, I tell you.
Hold it, Sarge. Again,
okay, I'm holding.
Men, we are physical. And the average strip club that you go into, you don't see no old women in their 40s and 50s at all. And that's not old. 40 is decent. 50 might be old. I'm 50. But you don't see that. I'm not saying they're not there, but you see the younger women there. Why? Because they're more pleasing, more attractive. Like Hooters. All them young women in there walking around with them little booty coochie shorts, whatever you want to call them. They're young. Young. You might catch a 30-year-old in there. They're young. Ask yourself a question. Why don't they just have older women in there? Why they have all these young women in their 20s walking around?
They don't pay enough. They don't pay enough for old bras.
Yeah, go ahead, Bill.
I don't even know why these women get mad. These women.
Hold up, Sarge.
Have you ever asked
Sarge,
yourself?
hold it.
Okay.
Bill, let Bill go. Go, Bill.
Let me break this down, simple and plain. If a man or a women that pay for a guy, they not paying for older guys. They got their boy toys or whatever you want to call it. When you paying for something, you're gonna pay for what you want, not what you already got, not what
right.
that you can get as your assets. You're gonna pay for what your heart truly wants, and there's nothing wrong with it as long as they are consenting adults. I'm really feeling some kind of way. I heard from last night's show to today, more women saying he got what he deserved. You mean to tell me because this man had an understanding with this young lady, he's supposed to be dragged in the mud and be part of the Me Too project? You know there's going to be others to come out to say all kind of things about this man. There's probably lies, more than likely. You said it yourself, Martin. If that truly happened to her, and my thing always, why didn't you go to the police? I don't care if it was 25 years ago. I don't care if it was last week. Why didn't you go to the police? And they try to take this moral compass that they couldn't live with themselves in, or he needed to be stopped. He should have been stopped way back when, so he wouldn't be able to do it to another woman if he raped her. It's about the money. And that man don't, just because he's got status and able to move the way that he moved, that's what men do. When you busy and got something to do, most of the time of your life pertaining to business, your brand or whatever, you're going to move like that. And if you paying, why would you pay for something that you don't want or something that you can readily get without money? That don't make sense at all.
Sarge.
I don't know why women running around with attitudes. They got half the money and all the nookie.
Sarge, come on.
Somebody, come on now. Help me out. How you gonna be mad? You got half the money, all the education from what black women say. They got all the education, half the money, all the box, and they mad at the mug.
Okay, let me say something. Will we be talking about this if she wasn't claiming sexual assault? Shaq got him a young woman, 20-something. We wouldn't even be talking about it. Wouldn't even be talking about it.
I'll be honest. I didn't know who Shannon Sharpe was until all this foolishness. Well, until he had that YouTube channel, Shannon Sharpe. I didn't know who he was. I don't know nothing about that man except his shirts are too damn tight.
So
some grown ass man walking around with a tight shirt like that, looking like a hot pocket. Hell no.
Okay. Well, let me say this. I want to hear from some more women tonight. Where the women at? Because we had a couple of them on last night, and they was going at it. They was going at it. You know.
And they say for me, I ain't gonna mess with them unless they're 900.
Sorry,
I'm gonna give her hell for the rest of her life.
Hey, Sarge, I got a question for you, man. I got a question for Sarge. You've been in a lot of nice clubs, exclusive clubs, and really popular places. And you've been paid big money to do what you do. Now, when somebody come up to you and moving all up against you and everything, and you in the middle of this, what do you do?
Exactly, in the booth, wherever. You know, it goes down. You know, but that's when I was younger and I was living that DJ lifestyle. But I'm not doing that no more. And I look back at that life and I'm sitting there like, I must have been out of my mind. But it was fun though, because I was young. I wasn't thinking with the penthouse head. I was thinking with the head in the basement. You know? I wanted to get as much as I could, as often as I could, forever. Then my ass got old and I was like, I can't even have a conversation with her. We gonna ooh ah ah for 15, 20 minutes, and then after that, what? There ain't nothing left. You can't build a relationship with no type on that.
Hey, and y'all quote me if I'm wrong. Quote me if I'm wrong. Have you guys ever heard the term when they see a younger woman with an older man, they say she getting her money? She getting her money.
Sure. She sure is. She ain't doing it for her health.
Mm-hmm.
What an old man like me gonna do with a young woman? Grind all up in her?
That's it.
Yep. Whatever she lets you do.
I bet you ain't good. I bet you ain't good no more.
Whatever she lets you do. She talking about
I gotta correct you, Mike. If
Go ahead.
you see a younger woman with an older man, if he got on a cape or some sparkly clothes and he looking like a pimp, now she a damn fool.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm like this. All you gonna do, shoot, grind up on it. That's the best you can do. Because your knees are bad, your back ain't worth a damn no more. You ain't knocking no lining out of nothing. You ain't doing no more lining knocking. You old, like my head. I lie.
Speak for yourself.
I knocked the bottom out of it. I ain't knocked the bottom out of it.
Speak for yourself.
Brother Sarge,
Okay.
That's not all of us. That's not all of us.
Thank you.
I'm just keeping it real, fellas.
You keep it real about yourself. Yeah.
I'm just keeping it real. I tell a woman straight up. Like I said, I'm a 50-pump chump. Some better happen. And we got to move.
Brothers, y'all
move around.
Y'all not keeping it real. You might do your thing, but you're not doing it at the rate and standard that you used to. Let's keep it real now. Come on now.
That's me. That's what I say.
I'm 64. I'm 64. And 40-year-old me, 65-year-old me, 64-year-old me ain't got nothing on 40-year-old me. Nothing at all.
Yeah.
Say, Martin.
Yes, sir.
See, all the exuberance of our youth is supposed to come with some experience as we get older. I don't need to do all the shit I was doing when I was 40 or 30 that I can do now because I know more. I know more.
That's it. That's it.
I'm going to say it like this. If she play in the street, her ass gonna get hit. I'm not going to play no games with her, period. 5 minutes my ass. Which I'm about to sweat on your mom, man. I ain't playing with you. I ain't nothing soft about me, player.
I ain't got nothing to prove. I ain't
trying to prove. I ain't trying to prove nothing. I know what I'm looking to get. I'm getting it for myself, but I know how to get it, and I know how to get hers. Understand me?
Busting the sweat is against my religious principles. I don't believe in sweating.
Shit.
Well, hey, Joshua said, hey, gentlemen, Joshua said,
like to put you in my class.
He said, my 60-year-old, hold on. Joshua says, Lawson said, my 60-year-old uncle got a young stripper pregnant, ended up having to sell his Rolls Royce Ghost.
Sound like a Richie move to me.
If he actually bought one of them.
Sound like a Richie to me.
A vehicle loses 20% of its value as soon as you drive it off the doggone car lot, right? Rolls Royce run $500,000. You lose $100,000 as soon as you drive it off the lot, and then when they hit you with the luxury tax on the purchase, it goes back up $100,000. So you done paid $600,000 for a $500,000 vehicle. It's dummy. But that's all right.
That's what we call a Richie.
Everybody want to be about that life.
That's a Richie. That's a Richie, Sarge. You know what a Richie is?
I know that.
You know what a Richie is?
Richie Rich.
No, Richie is the one. No. Richie is the one sitting on the edge of the bed talking about put your mama on the phone. Hey, look, I'm not coming home. See, that sunshine is powerful, brother. Yes, sir. See, that sunshine is powerful. That sunshine will make you feel that Rolls Royce.
If you at that age and that box is still manipulating your mind, you need some more growing up to do. Because I don't care, bro. Look, I don't care. I don't
Meet the
care
right
how
one.
much. I have met the right one. Okay,
Meet the right
and it
one,
wasn't a long. Look, hold on now, bro. Let me get this out. And this wasn't no long time ago. I'm talking about within the last doggone 8 years. This one here did that thing so good. Legs and toes were shaking in the opposite rhythm.
I feel.
But
Well-
I wasn't going doggone be no GoFundMe for you. Hell no.
Well,
That
Sarge,
is a contact sport, and it's even.
Sarge.
You get yours, I get mine, and that's it.
Sarge, somebody left you a message. Mr. Louis Ramsey.
Uh-oh.
He says, "Hey, Sarge, I've heard they say if you lose it in the hips, start using your lips."
Yeah, my lips are bigger
Oh,
than
Lord.
my
Oh, Lord.
man,
Oh, Lord. Water
my lips
sports.
are bigger than dog. My lips are bigger than Jay-Z. I go down there and do that. I do it with sound effects.
Oh,
Stop it.
Ain't
Too.
no check in my game.
All right, Sarge. That's too much.
I do that sound effect to a black woman. Her left leg shake because she right-handed. Like, oh Lord.
Oh, Lord.
All right, Sarge. There's too much information.
She down
To-
here jumping
Sarge.
around.
That's too much information.
Before, that's
Is
when
that
we
out-
sitting there at the bar
Yeah,
having drinks.
All right.
Water sports.
All right, gentlemen. That's too much. Too much, man. Too much. Too much. Too much.
Okay, Mark.
Okay,
Mark.
you know,
You're right.
'cause
You're right.
Okay,
Martin, I
yeah,
got a
you're right,
question
Martin.
for you.
'Cause
Okay,
I got
you got a
stories
question for the
days.
panel, not me.
I got videos.
You got a question for the panel. Go ahead.
Yeah,
So-
that's what I mean.
You got a question
I
for
got
the panel.
videos.
Hold it,
I'll be playing.
Sarge. Hold it, man. We got other people on the line.
Okay,
206.
I'm cool.
Go ahead, 206.
Talking. I got a question, y'all. I've just been thinking about this Shannon Sharpe thing.
Mm-hmm.
Now, we are supposedly 14-15% of the U.S. population, right?
Right, supposedly.
And I would say that in the media or celebrities, that's TV, movies, sports, and music, we are probably around the same thing, maybe even a little less, maybe a lot less than 14% of celebrities in movie, music, TV, sports, and whatnot. And so we don't really account for too much in entertainment in this country. But this is what I was thinking. Well, this Shannon, this is earlier today. This Shannon thing got me thinking about this. Now we got Cuba Gooding Jr., we got Bill Cosby, we got Jay-Z. These are all brothers with scandals now in the last 6 years, 5, 6 years. You got Cuba Gooding Jr., Bill Cosby. Just listen, man, okay? Just listen. Stop talking.
Okay, all right.
Cuba Gooding Jr., Bill Cosby, Jay-Z, got Shay Shay, we got Diddy. All right, we got Lauren Taylor, we got R. Kelly, we got Jonathan Majors, we got Isaiah Washington. Remember when he said the anti-gay thing that they were mad at? And then we got Orlando Brown. He had some domestic something going on. And the Ravens, this is a little bit before, but the Ravens player, when he slapped his woman on the elevator, that's pretty much when I noticed this phenomenon. So this is Cuba Gooding Jr. Did I mention him? Yeah. And who else? Who else was it? There's somebody else. But anyway, there's 2 more names here. I can't even read my own writing. Can y'all name 3 white boys, or maybe 4, that have gone through similar scandals where it's all on TV and all on the news and everywhere? Can anybody do that? Because it seems kind of odd to me. If there ain't that many people,
I can too.
Okay, so there's
Marv Albert.
That's no. He was biting a woman's titty. Remember? Well, you remember the basketball, the sports announcer.
Yeah, right. Marv Albert.
But that's almost 20. That's almost 20 years ago. I'm talking about that's 5 years ago.
No, not in the last 5 years. No.
Marv Albert. But you got a Weinstein and you got the other guy, not tripping on you. What's his name?
Epstein.
Epstein. Okay. And you got the dude that raped
Trump.
women with the cult.
Thank you.
Trump.
Thank you.
Trump.
But the dude in the Nexium cult, he went to prison. But the reason I'm bringing this up is it doesn't seem to be the emphasis and they don't pursue with the vociferousness and the rage and outrage that they do brothers in show business. And I'm wondering, I'm just bouncing this off y'all. Could this be some kind of like a COINTELPRO operation or some kind of? And the other one is Mayweather. Y'all heard about Mayweather, right? The FBI came
Right. Yeah.
$600 million worth of property, and then said that the property was never his name. He was lying. Then he bought that stuff in Manhattan, and it belonged to some other people somewhere overseas. I mean, is it me, or does it look like brothers with some money are being targeted?
I agree.
And could Shay Shay just be the latest addition in this? We went through the Ghetto Snitch program. We went through the COINTELPRO program. We even went through state-sanctioned assassination campaigns against brothers and sisters all across the country, not just as Black Panthers, but also as BLM people that got them out of the way, such as Darren Seals and others, so they could put these 3 broads in place. So is this an operation that we're actually witnessing? What do y'all think?
I believe so, my brother.
Let Martin talk.
Go ahead, Bill. Bill, go ahead. Yield to Bill. Go ahead.
I believe so. It's something behind all of them. I think a lot of times when all the brothers that you named have been successful and came from the bottom, these people, when they see this and you make these investments with them and you really come up, they really got a deep-seated dislike, hate, whatever you want to call in their heart for you, but they use you to their advantage. And in your earnings that you made off your talent, whether sports or the big screen, whatever, but they know you earning it and you getting this money, they think you got it because of them.
Yeah.
And they think
you
don't deserve it. You don't deserve it. So they operating in a covert mode amongst each other to take you down.
Always.
Well, we make it quite easy for them to do it.
And I'm going to give
it quite easy for them to do it.
Hold on. I'm going to give you a prime example. And all of you all of some age, and it has never been mentioned. No one has ever been charged. They mentioned Jerry Lee Lewis and
his cousin
Elvis Presley.
Oh, Elvis Presley.
They didn't go to jail, but Johnny B. Good did.
Yeah, he sure did.
He went to jail. Now it was a thing from the 60s on through the 90s. Rock and roll stars, that's what Party Like a Rock Star where it came from. They had groupies. They wasn't carding those groupies. They followed them all over the world, and they knocked them down.
Yeah.
Gave them drugs, and you never heard about a rock star being charged with underage girls or giving them drugs or nothing for 4 decades. Never won.
Yeah.
So it is a thing, man. You are on to something. I've been thinking.
And the cold part is that when one of these white boys like Axl Rose, right? He was in this band that sucked. It's called Guns N' Roses. But he was charged with taking a girl into a hotel room against her will and forcibly raping her in the hotel room. And 2 weeks after that story first broke is when the whole Diddy thing came out. Now, what am I saying? What's my point? My point is not only might this be orchestrated, but they time these events to help cover up the revelations of how nasty this white boy is. They use this to take people's attention off of these rapists and child molesters and all this stuff going on by putting a brother out there and throwing these charges on them to cover up what these white dudes are doing. I think that's also what's going on. But that's just me. Maybe I'm just paranoid. I don't know. I'm bouncing it off y'all.
Wow.
That's been going on since forever and a day. Remember Jack Johnson, first black world champion fighter
in Galveston, Texas. In Galveston.
Remember him? He got arrested on the Mann Act for going across state lines with that white woman he was parlaying with. That's how he ended up losing his everything over this old outdated law called the Mann Act.
The same one that they prosecuted P. Diddy under. They prosecuted P. Diddy under the Mann Act right now.
Hold on now, fellas. Do you know the hold on now. Let me finish.
They created the Mann Act for Jack Johnson. There was no Mann Act before Jack Johnson. They created it to put him in jail.
Right, I know that, but this is what I'm saying. Okay, you know that law is still on the books, right?
Of course it is.
It's never been removed. So, no, because the chick wasn't a white woman. Now, that applies to, say, if I grab a white woman, not grab a white woman, but if I get a white woman and I go to South Carolina to bust her down, or Florida, or Tennessee, or whatever, I've crossed state lines to bust down this white woman, and I can get arrested for the Mann Act.
But check it.
All you got to do is just cross state lines with a white woman.
We know how it works. Check this piece out, though. Check this piece real quick, and I promise I'll shut up. Now, that's the Mann Act, right? But now look at this here. Look at the RICO statute, the federal statute to catch Italian gangbangers. If it's for organized crime and Italian gangbangers, we're getting kind of off subject. We'll get back on subject. I have to say this.
We get ready to close out anyway. Go ahead.
If the RICO is to get the mafioso, then why are all these little young rap dudes who are not demonstrably part of the organized crime, regardless of what the lyrics in their rap songs may indicate, why are they all being prosecuted via RICO? How does that all of a sudden apply to them?
The company
because that springboarded off of the Anti-Gang and Terrorism Act of Georgia.
But now RICO is federal. It's not a state statute.
I know it's federal, but it's springboarded off of a state Georgia law.
So then, where are all the white boys in the Proud Boys and Richard Spencer? How come they ain't getting RICOs?
Well, outside of Georgia, they ain't getting it, but inside Georgia, inside the borders of Georgia, all of it, and not the Proud Boys. They ain't got them. I don't know if they had them on the list for sure, but I know you got every white hate group. They are listed on there, along with every street gang that is doggone of minorities is on that list in Georgia under the Anti-Gang and Terrorism Act of Georgia. And another federal springboard off that is when Trump declared MS-13 an international terrorist organization. First, they was a regular old gang, wasn't they? Mm-hmm. Now, can you imagine this? And I'm going to cut it off right there.
I'm going to end it with that. Go ahead.
Now, you all from Chicago. You all remember when Jeff Fort Post that bought that law rocket to shoot down an airplane?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Now, remember when he's supposed to did that, 1986? And then they busted him and tore down the fort? Oh, Lord, what was that? Oh, anyway, now just imagine if Trump would have been in office back then and the doggone Black Peace Stone Nation, they were going to pull a terrorist attack against the United States, and it was proven with the purchase. The Black Peace Stones would have been considered a terrorist group, not a street gang. And that's your ass, Mr. Postman.
Okay. All right, people. We're going to end it right there. I ain't got to sleepy now. I definitely got sleepy. So
great.
Thank y'all so much. I think it was a great show today. We got some things off our shoulder today, and we did talk some man talk. I wish more women would have participated on the panel today, but it didn't happen. We brought out a lot of points. Men, we have to be men, and we should not let a woman determine what we should do, how we should do it. It shouldn't be. It's not up to them. We can't determine if you're gonna have an abortion or not. but you can get away with abortion, and I call it murder. But if we walk out of the child's life, we call a deadbeat. So it's double standards on either way.
Yeah.
So we had to be
Speak
careful. We just had to be real careful of things, and we cannot allow women to put men in boxes and vice versa. Can't do that. You know, we know what the society is. It's cool for a man to sleep with a lot of women. He a player. But if a woman do it, she's a whore. You know, and it's the same way if another man sleep with another man, that's sickening, that's disgusting. But if a woman sleep with another woman, that's cool. Let me join in. You know, so it's
You
a
already
double
know what it
it's
is.
a double standard,
Live, uncut, unedited.
double standard.
Tell the truth and shame the devil. I love being black.
All right, people, thank y'all so much. This is Live Uncut. Make sure you like the video. I won't be going midnight tomorrow, though. I promise I'll be a little early tomorrow.